Ladies and gentlemen, my name is BobLyn and welcome back to another video. This one's going to be quite different from what I usually do, but I want to touch on this because I'm always excited about patch notes. That's what we're going to be reviewing today, talking about, and you're going to get my opinion on the patch notes because they're quite controversial for some people, and should I say positive for some other people. The gameplay you're going to get in the background is gameplay of the Austin because man, I love this ship right now and it's so fun to play. So let's just jump right in. But before that, let's crack open a drink. You know, my trusty drink, some of y'all. I'm not sponsored by Monster, but I do drink a lot of them. I'm not sponsored by anyone, guys. You know this. It's not about that. But yeah, let's jump into it and take a look at the patch notes. Alright, so a quick touch on the game. You're going to see an Austin game with Costas from my fleet and Christmas in the Richthofen. We're going to be doing some base defense here, and you're going to be watching what the Austin can do to actually, help the CV defend the base. Anyways, let's take a look at these patch notes and what do they bring. Alright, so here we see the first changes, and they are for the Soviet ships. We first have the Vladivostok and the Ship Smasher, and they get an, main battery firing range increase, not much, and then some main battery survivability. But the big stuff here is for Sovietsky Soyuz and Kremlin. These ships weren't very popular because they just didn't do anything better than any other BB. But now they're getting more tanky, more AP pen, and even the Kremlin gets torpedo protection increase. So the Kremlin's going to be a beast with the legendary mod. And I'm for sure going to I'm for sure going to play the Kremlin and grind that line now that it's actually good. So yeah, the first ones look pretty good. Let's go on to the next ones, which are going to be controversial for some people, trust me. Alright, so let's quickly glance over the Constellation buffs. It gets a reload buff, concealment decrease, and it gets engine accelerator 2 and an additional 1. But the real ones here are Lepanto and Colombo. Main battery reload time increased by from 25 to 26.5, so that's Lepanto, and the Colombo gets from 27 seconds to 30 seconds, guys. This is nice, I think. This is the correct buff. Removed precise aiming skill. Now, that's the controversial one. In my opinion, I think that's fair because the Colombo is just way too precise. If for having 16 guns and being a shotgun on the PC version, I know this is not the PC version. I make that comparison a lot, but it's not a problem over there. It's not an OP ship, but it's not an underplayed ship. The Colombo is simply just too easy for any noob to pick up and one-shot any ship, basically. It does the Vermont's job, it does the Venezia's job. It's fine that it one-shots DDs and light cruisers, I understand, but it was too good, and that's my opinion, and I would love to hear your guys' opinion in the comments. But I'm very happy to see these nerfs. To be honest, I'm very happy because now you're not afraid you're gonna get one shot by a triple Colombo division, they haven't played anything other than Colombo since it released, and it's nice to see some variety in tier 10 now, so I'm very happy for these buffs. So yeah, let me hear what you guys think. I would love to not start a discussion. It's not gonna be a war, we're all grown-up people here, but it would be interesting to see what you Colombo players have to say, since I've only played one battle in it and never touched it since. I might pick it up now that it's been balanced, but let's see. On to the next changes. Now, here is a change that I am excited for. The whole German battle cruiser line from tier 8 to 10 are getting overall buffs. The Schlieffen is getting, overall damage buff, HP buff, everything is just getting buffed. So this means they're intending for these, battle cruisers to really counter the sniping backline. So this is awesome for me to see. I think they did need some buffs, but I'm interested to see if this is going to be too much. Like looking at the Schlieffen, it seems they're just buffing everything, which I won't complain, but let's hope they don't revert them. Let's hope they're not too intense, and that they actually are balanced, because I do enjoy those ships, but they should not be overpowered, because then they will just be so annoying to play against. They're supposed to be balanced, and they're supposed to be kind of hard to play. So I hope this is not too much, but I am very excited to play these on stream once the patch releases. Alright, so here we have some buffs to the premiums that have been released lately, and then we see the Paolo Emilio, Haida, and Marlboro getting some buffs. Also the C-44. Marlboro, overall, I love the ship in ranked, but in normal matchmaking it kind of sucks. So buffs to that ship is nice. The Haida is, I know from a lot of other content creators, this is a meme ship, and that's kind of shitting on Canada, because I know the Haida in real life is not a meme ship. So I'm happy to see that they're actually buffing this ship, and maybe it's gonna become fun. I'm probably gonna try it since I have it. And then the Emilio is getting some buffs as well. Nice to see maneuverability buffs, changes to engine accelerator. It's now a 4 instead of a 3, and the torpedo chances of flooding are now correctly set to 33%. They don't say anything about the turret bugs in this update, so yeah, when are we gonna see that, Wargaming? Huh? When are we gonna see that? And then destroyer C44, damage increase on torpedoes, flooding chance increase, and torpedo speed increase. I haven't played the set 44 yet, but I do have it, so might as well try it now on stream next time we play, right? Alright, so there's some final changes here to some premiums, and I believe it's the Napoli, so let's go check that. Alright, so next up we have buffs to the Puerto Rico, and I mean, these buffs are coming out just in time. I just released my episode on the Puerto Rico, and it's nice to see an HP increase, torpedo protection, and main battery range increase. So now you might actually reach 15 kilometers, and you also get radar too. The A gear gets torpedo buffs. I mean, it's fine. Sure, torpedo buffs are nice, but the Napoli is the one I'm excited about. Alright, so here we are, and the Napoli, man. The Napoli is getting buffs. I'm happy to see that, because the Napoli it was a very fun ship, but don't get me wrong, it just didn't feel too much of a threat to DDs, like, because you had auto secondaries. They're increasing the reload time and the range, which I do find nice. I think it's a great buff, because the Napoli is just not played enough for a tier 10 premium. So that's it for the buffs. There's also going to be some new premiums out. I'm just going to show you guys some pictures. Now, the next ships coming out that we can see from the patch notes are 2 new battleships. We have the Giuseppe Verdi, don't speak Italian, and we have the Atlantico, which is a, I believe, South American, Pan-American, it's called, battleship that is very auto-secondary focused. The Giuseppe Verdi is like a, I'm not sure on PC, it's just a tier 9 Italian battleship. More than that, I don't know. The next up is the Toulon, which I believe it's a French battle cruiser with heavily armed guns, and it's probably going to be like the prelude or introduction to the French battle cruiser line. And after that, there's going to be the San Diego, which is a tier 8 version of the Austin. Instead of HE and SAP, it has AP and SAP, and it also has some smokes, I believe. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And then we have 2 new tier 10s, and one of them I have been waiting for a long time, so I'm very excited, and that is the Slava. And then, oh guys, I am excited, the Smolan. Smolan is a Swedish destroyer, and I am very excited to see what this thing can do. It's the sister ship to the Holland, I believe. So yeah, pretty awesome patch notes, I would say. I'm very excited for this Wargaming. I think you did some good changes. I might be, that might be my opinion. I know there's some people that hate these changes, but I'm interested to see how it all pans out, Alright guys, so final note for this patch, which is probably the most important for you guys. The Khabarovsk is going to be removed from the tech line, and the Delny, as you can see here, is going to be replacing it. It's just like the Moskva, so if you don't have the Khabarovsk, there's time to grind it now. The line in itself is pretty interesting. I would say once you get to the Nivny of the Minsk, it gets fun. Tashkent is pretty rough to get through, but the Kiev is very fun, and the Khabarovsk itself is, I don't know, it has a dear place in my heart. But the Delny is going to be replacing it, and people on PC where these things happen, they say it's a worthy successor, so I'm kind of excited. So grind the Khabarovsk line if you don't have it, guys. Can't say this enough. It's nice to have a free premium tier 10. And also, the Jinan line, or the Pan-Asian Cruiser line, has been announced, and you're going to see the Jinan here. So it looks like an Atlanta pretty much, and it's much more than an Atlanta. This thing has 10 torpedoes per side, so that's 20 in total, and then it has, I'm guessing, a crap ton of torpedo reload boosters. So you can send out a very big load of deep water torpedoes, across the whole map possibly, and then you get smokes as well. It's supposed to have good AA, but it's probably trash. So yeah, I'm very excited for this patch. Once the patch drops, I'm gonna do my best to stream, pretty much right after. So yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. My name has been BobLyn, signing out.